The brand new Huawei Mate 30 Pro hands-on first look coming up. Welcome everyone, I'm Zilla. I'm live from Munich checking out the brand new Huawei Mate 30 Pro. This thing is beautiful. I mean, look at the screen on that. Look at the screen on that. That is stunning. Absolutely beautiful looking device. You've got the power button in the red accent just here on the side. There is a bit of a camera bump on the back, but nothing too major, nothing too bad. A lot of very reflective. Bring in the camera modules, you can see them. So let's have a quick run around the actual device itself. On the top, it looks like an IR blaster and a microphone. On this side, you just got the power button, no volume rockers, and I'll show you that in a minute why there's no volume rockers. The bottom, you've got the SIM tray, USB-C charging port, mic and speaker. And on this side, you've got nothing at all, completely blank. Now, the volume, what you have to do is you double tap the side of the screen and slide your finger up and down the screen to give you that volume control, which is very innovative in my opinion. Love that feature. Now let's talk about dimensions. The dimensions of this thing is 158.1 by 73.1 by 8.8 millimeters. It's 198 grams. And to be honest, it doesn't feel that heavy. And it's probably because of how ergonomically designed it is. It's so well curved, it sits beautifully in the hand. Absolutely beautiful. The screen is a flexible OLED display. It is a hard display, it's Gorilla Glass 6. It's 6.53 inches. And it's got a resolution of 1176 by 2400 pixels and a 409 ppi density, HDR10 and DCI P3. Now it is running, if I can get into it. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do this one-handed. Like I said, it is live. Go into settings. Okay, that didn't work. Let's go into settings from here. Obviously, it's in the dark mode, which I love. People have been waiting for the dark mode for a long time. Let's go into About Phone. So as you can see, it's running EMUI 10 and Android version 10, which I've been using in beta on my P30 Pro, which I absolutely love. I think it's a massive improvement. I think Huawei have done great with that. This one's 8 gigabytes with 256 gigs of built-in storage. Very reflective. Let me try and get that's better there. There's that resolution I was talking about. Beautiful. That notch is the most advanced notch in the world. You've got 3D face scanning in that. There's no speaker built into that notch though. The speaker is built behind the screen, so the screen acts as a secondary speaker, which I haven't tested, I'll be honest. I'm probably not going to be able to test it right now, but that is one of the things there. What else? It is a dual SIM. There is this. I'm not. This is not the 5G model, but there is a 5G version, which is the one I'd love to get hands on. There is no Google Play store on this. There's no Google Apps installed on this, so that rumor is true. But if the 5G version list will cover every 5G band globally, which is something I think is fantastic. Great work by Huawei to do that. Obviously, you could sideload the Google Apps, Google Play Store, Google Framework, etc. I've been doing that for years with phones I've imported from China. And as I said, this is a hybrid SIM. It's IP68 water and dust resistant. There are different finishes. I've got this green color, which looks beautiful. Look at that green color, shimmering like crazy. Absolutely love that. Bearing in mind, this also runs on Kirin 990 chipset, which is a phenomenal chipset. I love that. 4,500 milliamp hour battery. My P30 Pro was a champ. My Mate 20 Pro was a champ. And this one's going to be even a bigger champ. This is heavyweight levels. Bear with me, guys, while I talk to you about the cameras. It's a 40 megapixel f1.6 wide angle lens or sensor. You've also got an 8 megapixel f2.4 telephoto lens with 3 times optical zoom and OIS built in, a 40 megapixel f1.8 ultra wide, and a 3D time of flight camera as well. This obviously shoots in 4K at 60 and 30 frames per second, in 1080p at 30, 60 and 120 frames per second, and it's got slow-mo, if you want to call that slow video, at 960 frames per second, 720p at 7,680 frames per second, and 960 frames per second is 1080p. So 720p is that massive 7,680 frames per second, which is insane. The selfie camera is a 32 megapixel wide angle camera with a 3D time of flight camera, HDR, panorama. It shoots in 2160p at 30 frames per second or 1080p at 30 frames per second. It's got gyro EIS. And the audio, now there's no 3.5mm jack, but if you use the dongle in here, I don't know if it will come in the box because this is not an unboxing, you will get 32-bit 384 kilohertz audio with active noise cancellation and dedicated mic. So that's pretty much all the specs out of the way. There is a fingerprint sensor built into the screen, as well as Face ID. So let's go into the camera real quick. And as I said, this is live, guys, so if you can hear the people in the background, I apologize, but I'm trying my best. So there's the video. Let's take some video here. Look at that. That looks decent, very decent. Let's zoom in on that. That is a smooth operating. That's 10 times zoom. Come right back out of it again. Now it's gone to wide. So that's wide. Let me stop that. Let me go into more. So you can see here what other options you've got. So you've got dual view on this as well. Stickers, HDR, monochrome, light painting, moving picture, time-lapse documents, AR lens, etc. You've got photo, portrait, night mode, aperture, obviously pro mode, which everyone loves a bit of pro mode. This is probably one of the best phones of the year, if not the best phone of the year. Absolutely amazing job by Huawei. I'll definitely give them a thumbs up on this. I mean, that screen, the way it goes around the edges, look at that. You can actually see the color from the edge of the screen of the main screen there, and that red accented power button. And I like this color, this emerald green or whatever the color is called, I'm not sure. But beautiful, beautiful display, very well made. I would really, really hope I can get hold of this. I don't know if it's being released in Europe as yet. Hopefully it will be, but we never know. You know, I don't know. Let's go into here real quick. Have a look what settings we've got. So home screen and wallpapers. Come out of that. Display and brightness. So screen resolutions. So it's HD+. Let's bring that in a bit closer. Or you got full HD+. So let me switch off smart resolution. Come out of that. Dark mode, let's switch off dark mode. You can see that. Let's leave it like that. Text and display size. We all know about that already. More display settings. So you can hide the notch, I guess. So let's do that. That's what it looks like with the notch hidden. We love a bit of notch action, so let's leave the notch in play. Carrier, display carrier name, display network speed, edges. So extend the display area to the edges of the screen for a more immersive experience may cause display or functionality issues in some apps. So you can hide the edges or show the edges. So if I go to hide edges, oh, you click him off and on here. That's how you do that. You can tell this is literally my first hands-on with this device. So I'll come out of that, come out of that. So biometrics and passwords, so fingerprint ID, face recognition, lock screen password, smart unlock. Come out of that. So there you have it, guys. That is my first hands-on and impressions of the Huawei Mate 30 Pro. Love this phone. Would love to get my hands on one. If I can, I'll be very, very, very happy. Anyway, stay tuned. I've got more videos. I'm going to compare this to the Mate 20 Pro, and I'm going to do that right now. So stay tuned, and I'll see you shortly.